Just going live to report that, as anticipated, and just like we tell them in their courtrooms about their audio files, these are no different. The quality of these audio files are the poorest I have ever heard from any court audio file I have ever listened to. I mean, official sources from the court themselves. This is on par with the poorest levels I have ever seen. It uses the same tactics that we've seen before. This is just so hilarious and so revealing and so telling of just how corrupt they are. It is 2025. You have cameras in the courtroom. You have microphones at the desk. They are all not plugged in. The level of quality of this recording is like a dirt cheap audio only recorder set at his desk. You hear his voice very loudly. You hear mine much more quieter, and it's blurred, so you can't make out a lot of what I say, especially when he is talking over me. Then you cannot hear what I say at all. This is audio domination via placement of the recorder. It's hilarious. And you want to charge people $25 for this and make them wait over a week when this holds the absolute irrefutable proof of judicial corruption so blatant that the man got fired off the case by his boss, the presiding judge. In an age where all I have to do is take out a very reliable audio-only recorder, set it on the desk, hit record, and leave. If they would give that permission, it would be perfect quality. It would be in an audio file that everybody uses, like WAV or MP3. They send these files over with a .cda. They sent 3 files per CD. 2 of them are garbage, 44 seconds, 20 seconds long of just static and somebody mumbling in the background. They're not even supposed to be on there, probably. It's just a mistake or whatever. There's only 1 file that includes the entire audio recording. I guess I should be glad they didn't break it up into 20 different sections and files like I've seen others do. Hilarious. How can you not simply replace this, whatever it is, and the labor it took that taxpayers are paying for, obviously, to compile this audio file when anybody can just push record on it? Well, it's not official. It doesn't matter whether or not you believe it's official. The only thing that matters is what a jury is going to believe. And they are going to be able to listen to all recordings on YouTube, whether you give permission or not, Judge. And their curiosity is going to get the best of them. And they're going to know what you're actually trying to pull. You are obscuring what is said in this record. So here's what I'm going to do. I've already succeeded. I'm cleaning it up. I'm removing the background noise. I'm making my voice perfectly listenable. You can hear everything I say. And then I'm going to have AI transcribe it all into a written transcript. Then I'm going to file notices and motions to the court that explain exactly what was produced, exactly what I had to do to it to fix everything. And here is the transcript of everything that's said. That way, not only is it on CaseNet for any member of the public to be able to look up at any point in time every word this asshole who just got fired off the case said, but they'll be able to read it all as words. And when you do so, that usually helps the government. Not in this case. Not in this case, it won't. They can't spin because I don't let them get words out that are spinnable without rampant objection, and quite often against and while facing the threat of immediate prison on the spot. So this is not me being frustrated. I called this out. We knew this is exactly what they do, and this is exactly what the St. Charles Courthouse is doing. Meanwhile, St. Charles Courthouse, place of impeccable integrity, just made the national news, you clowns. Thornhill National News, forced to retire for 6 months, or whatever word you want to use, without pay. A pitiful punishment for his legalized crime. And he's right next door to this sand cork. I'm screaming no judicial oversight of any kind from day one. And nothing is done about it from any agency whatsoever. And then they won't even give me the reasoning, cite the legislation that removes their responsibility because they have no authority to do anything about it. It's all, oh, vague, we don't do that, go point over there, we don't do it either, go point back to the original. And I'm fine, I'm happy to make this documentation to prove to everybody there is no redress of grievance. There is no due process. They've banned the Bill of Rights. It doesn't exist. None of its protections exist, let alone are paid for by them to guarantee. All the oaths are trash. It's not an opinion. This is not opinion. This is actual reality, manifest in actual reality, fact. And I'm tickled pink that I get to do this. And I'm going to inject and bring AI into the equation. And guess what? It's going to be saying the same thing way better than I can. So, there is one point to this stream, and it's this. It is a direct message to those in power at the courthouse who use this type of evidence and had the audacity to give it to me as if I wouldn't point this out. These recordings are trash. They're $25 each. You guys already have $3,000 of mine and a no contact order that obviously is completely unjustified. You have my gun and you're charging me for this trash for people who can't defend themselves to get this trash. You know exactly what you're doing. You're doing it on purpose because you're malicious, malevolent fucks. That's why. You're sociopaths. Only a place capable of having Elvis in the courtroom who thinks that's a good idea and makes a joke out of swearing people in by playing Elvis music in court, who accepts lower penalties enforced on defendants who promise him a baseball signed by Terry Bradshaw in 2008 and it turns out to be fake. This is the type of person you have. They are so used to getting their way and having zero resistance against it that they have lawyers pretending to be judges in the jails, not identifying their name or their title or the agency they're from, trying to accept plea deals and determining whether or not someone gets out of jail right there on the spot. This is St. Charles County, Missouri. And how little do I think of the men of Missouri, I won't even dare use the word and call them that, really, that this is what they tolerate. This is what you allow, and you do nothing. I believe that people do have the government they deserve, and that applies here big time. What a joke. What shame. I mean, is the nuclear family unit entirely dead? Are there truly no fathers who say, you know what, in order to protect my wife or my daughter or son, that starts at square one of being able to protect myself. You let your justice system and your government corrupt and rot, fester, putrefy in this cesspool you call a local society, a local suburban city, a legitimate organization, and you allow this? This has been obviously going on for years, if not decades, St. Charles County residents. It's pathetic. And my point is not trying to be all, oh, I'll look at the status I can seek by being above all of you. I'm better than all of you. It is condemnation by everyone who relies upon you to be able to provide protection. If you have accepted a role of you being responsible to provide and protect for others, you cannot do that currently with the way these locals are operating. There is no America and anything that's going on here and everything that makes America great and all the protections and rights does not exist here. They openly hide it, and they give you this slop, these audio files, trash, static, where you can hear the judge and not the defendant. Are you kidding me? While he alleges corruption, are you kidding me? Go-to pizza topping is grilled mushrooms all day long. You're like, how dare you grill a mushroom? Try it. Don't knock until you tried it. Onions and green peppers, man, watch out. I'll make a pizza, watch out. People are like, please just post the video. These things take time. I don't have it. I'm sitting here in the middle of it, doing all of the editing required to produce it. I'm not producing the trash they gave me. Of course, I'll give them the trash file to be like, look how shit this is compared to the one I cleaned up. But I'm not letting that go to be the first one because you can't hear me. It minimizes me, that's why. So chill and patience, for God's sakes. It's hilarious when people are like, oh, just do this. My patience level, just do this. You're doing it for free and I'm not paying anything, but just do this quickly now, please. Like, get real. So, I'm going to release the cleaned up version, and it's gonna be far more fair, and never pay for this shit unless it's absolutely necessary and advantageous, and continue to constantly give them shit in their courtrooms when they suggest that, oh, you can just get our recording. Your recordings are garbage, and you actually charge money for them. And it's 2025 and this 2026. This stuff is free. Get real. So, here it comes, man. I just barely started listening to it. It's exactly what I remember, man. It is vicious. These are going to be the greatest court recordings of an American rebelling against the current American justice system that have ever been released this decade. That is a beyond safe bet. That is a beyond safe bet. I'll stand on it. You have never heard anything like this. Not only what I'm bringing to the table because they actually let me, because he ultimately wouldn't throw me in jail, but just how insanely silencing he is. I'm not even going to go into it. You'll see. Be patient.